What is up, you beautiful people? It's your girl, No More, and today we're diving into some seriously mind-bending stuff. Before we scramble our brains, smash that like button and subscribe to No More Daily. We're on a quest for 500 subscribers, and I know you can help us get there. Today's video is packed with the juiciest, most unbelievable facts you've ever heard, stuff that'll make you question everything. And because learning should never be boring, I've sprinkled in hilarious memes and trending videos you love. Buckle up, buttercups. This isn't your grandma's encyclopedia. This is facts, but make it spicy. Ready to have your reality tilted? Let's get into these 10 mind-blowing facts. Kicking things off with a fact that's literally monumental. One that might just make you look at Paris's most famous landmark in a whole new way. Believe it or not, the Eiffel Tower actually grows up to 15 centimeters, about 6 inches, taller every summer. That's right, this iron giant gets a little boost when the weather heats up. The secret behind this seasonal growth spurt? It's all thanks to a science trick called thermal expansion. When the sun beats down and the temperature rises, the iron that makes up the tower absorbs heat, causing the metal to expand. As a result, the entire structure stretches upward, almost as if it's reaching for the summer sky. Imagine the Eiffel Tower waking up in June, shaking off the spring chill and saying, "New summer, new me." Suddenly, it's standing just a little bit taller, ready to show off its summer look to the world. It's wild to think that this massive, iconic landmark basically does a little stretch and yawn in the heat, just like we do on a sunny morning. The next time you're in Paris during a heat wave, you might just catch the tower in the middle of its annual growth spurt. So, next time someone tells you they're visiting Paris in the summer, you can impress them with this quirky fact. Oh, you're seeing the Eiffel Tower in its tall phase. It's like catching a celebrity on their best day. The tower's basically a teenager that just won't stop growing, at least until winter rolls around. When the temperatures drop, the iron contracts, and the Eiffel Tower shrinks back down to its regular height, just like a kid outgrowing their favorite pair of jeans. So, the Eiffel Tower isn't just a static monument frozen in time, it's a living, breathing piece of architecture that changes with the seasons. It's almost as if Paris's most famous landmark has a personality of its own. Every summer it stands a little prouder, a little taller, soaking up the sunshine and showing off for the crowds below. So the next time you see a photo of the Eiffel Tower, remember, it might be taller than you think. Depending on the season, you could be looking at a slightly different version of this world-famous icon, the world's most iconic landmark with a seasonal twist. Who knew the Eiffel Tower had a summer wardrobe change? Let it live its best life. After all, it's earned it after standing tall for more than a century. What a way to start! The Eiffel Tower's summer growth spurt is just the beginning of the wonders we'll uncover. Fact number 2 is for all the snack lovers out there, especially those who can't resist a midnight treat or a sweet bite during a movie marathon. If you think your favorite snacks are impressive, wait until you hear about this ancient delicacy that stood the test of time. Archaeologists have actually discovered jars of honey sealed inside ancient Egyptian tombs, some dating back over 3,000 years. And here's the wild part. When they opened those jars, the honey inside was still perfectly edible. Imagine stumbling upon a snack that's older than most civilizations and realizing you could still spread it on your toast. Honey is basically nature's miracle food. It never spoils, thanks to its super acidic pH, low moisture content, and a dash of hydrogen peroxide. These qualities make it impossible for bacteria or mold to survive, so honey stays fresh for thousands of years. It's like the ultimate food hack, no fridge required. Ancient Egyptians knew this secret well. They used honey not just as a treat, but also for medicine, offerings to the gods, and even in embalming rituals. It was so valuable, it was considered a treasure worthy of the afterlife. Picture this. Ancient Egyptians packing for their journey to the afterlife. Let's see, I've got my gold, my favorite cat, and of course, my honey jar for a sweet tooth that might last 3,000 years. They were serious about their snacks. Meanwhile, here we are, stressing over yogurt expiration dates and tossing out food that's just a few days past its prime. Pharaohs, on the other hand, were stocking up on snacks that could outlast their entire civilization, and then some. In a way, those ancient Egyptians were the original preppers, planning for eternity, making sure their afterlife was as sweet as possible. Forget canned beans. Honey was the real survival food. So next time you drizzle honey on your toast or stir it into your tea, take a moment to appreciate that you're enjoying the same golden treat that King Tut and his fellow pharaohs might have savored thousands of years ago. It's not just a sweetener, it's a direct taste of history, a link to the ancient world that you can actually experience with your senses. So, ancient mummies with a sweet tooth. Who would have guessed? Honey truly is the immortal snack. That's one sweet fact, and there's plenty more where that came from. Let's keep going. Prepare to have your mind blown. Bananas are berries. Yup, those yellow things in your smoothie? Botanically, they're berries. But strawberries? Not berries at all. The scientific definition of a berry is a fruit from a single ovary with seeds inside. So grapes, kiwis, and bananas make the cut. Strawberries are aggregate accessory fruits. Their seeds are on the outside, and each is technically its own fruit. It's a fruit party, not a single berry. The ultimate identity crisis: bananas are berries. Strawberries are imposters. Next time you're at the store, give bananas a nod. I see you, berry. And look at strawberries with a little pity. The fruit kingdom is wild. Nothing is what it seems. Science always keeping us on our toes. On to the next. Let's zoom out, way out. Picture yourself standing on Earth looking up at the sky, and then imagine pulling back farther and farther until our planet is just a tiny blue dot in the vastness of space. Now think of every single grain of sand on every beach, in every desert, and at the bottom of every ocean on Earth. It's almost impossible to count them all, right? But here's the mind-blowing part. There are actually more stars in the observable universe than there are grains of sand on our entire planet. That's not just poetic, it's a scientific estimate. For every tiny grain, there's a star, each one a blazing sun, possibly with its own family of planets, moons, and maybe even life. Some of these stars are so far away, their light takes millions or even billions of years to reach us. The scale is truly mind-boggling. Our planet, with all its mountains, oceans, and deserts, is just one tiny speck on a cosmic beach that stretches farther than we can possibly imagine. Every time you look up at the night sky, you're only seeing a tiny fraction of what's out there. Most stars are invisible to the naked eye, hidden by distance or dust, but they're out there, countless, waiting to be discovered. The universe is so much bigger, more mysterious, and more complex than we can ever truly comprehend. It's a place of endless wonder, filled with secrets we've only just begun to uncover. So next time you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, remember this. You're part of a universe with more stars than grains of sand. Your worries are just a tiny ripple in an ocean of cosmic possibilities. Maybe, just maybe, your problems might feel a little smaller. After all, we're all just stardust, tiny but connected to something unimaginably vast and beautiful. How cool is that? The universe is humbling, awe-inspiring, and full of endless possibilities. Let's keep exploring, keep wondering, and never stop reaching for the stars. Back to the ocean. Octopuses have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood through the gills, and the 3rd circulates it to the rest of the body. When they swim, the main heart actually stops beating, so they prefer to crawl. 3 hearts, 8 arms, 9 brains. Octopuses are basically ocean superheroes. Imagine Valentine's Day. I have 3 hearts, and they all beat for you. They're the ultimate huggers, always looking for a cuddle. The animal kingdom is full of surprises. Octopuses, weird, wonderful, and totally unique. Respect. Group names for animals can be wild, but nothing tops a group of flamingos. A flamboyance. It's the most fabulous word ever, and it fits perfectly. Flamingos are nature's supermodels, tall, pink, and always posing. They don't just stand, they strut and serve looks. It's not a flock, it's a performance. Someone saw these birds and thought, flock isn't enough, they need a name with pizzazz. And so, a flamboyance was born. Next time you see flamingos, give them the respect they deserve. Behold, a flamboyance, fabulous and smart. Time to get weird. Wombats, those adorable Australian marsupials, have cube-shaped poop. Yes, little square bricks of poo. Scientists discovered it's because their intestines have stretchy and rigid areas that sculpt the poop into cubes. But why cubes? Wombats use their poop to mark territory, stacking it on rocks and logs. Cubes don't roll away, nature's perfect building block. They're basically playing Minecraft in real life, building their domain one block at a time. It's the most bizarre evolutionary trait ever. Wombats, architectural geniuses of the animal world. Nature, you're a weirdo, and I love it. Next time you see a wombat, remember, it's got the weirdest poop on the planet. Science is wild. Stay curious. Onward. History buffs, this one's for you. The shortest war ever was the Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896. It lasted just 38 minutes. The pro-British Sultan died, his cousins seized power, and the British gave an ultimatum: stand down or else. He refused, so the British Navy opened fire at 9:02 a.m. By 9:40, the palace was in ruins, the flag was down, and the war was over. 38 minutes, less time than it takes to watch a sitcom. Imagine being a soldier. You gear up, and before you know it, it's lunchtime. The most anticlimactic conflict in history. Sometimes things escalate and de-escalate fast. 38 minutes. Unbelievable. History is full of surprises. Let's keep going. Here's a fact that defies logic. Hot water can sometimes freeze faster than cold water. It's called the Mpemba effect, named after a Tanzanian student who noticed his hot ice cream mix froze faster than the cold one. Scientists still don't have a single explanation, but theories include faster evaporation and fewer dissolved gases. It's a scientific mystery you can test in your own kitchen. Try freezing hot and cold water side by side. See what happens. Science is full of paradoxes and surprises. Even the simplest things like freezing water can hold secrets. The universe loves to keep us guessing. Science weird, wonderful, and endlessly fascinating. On to our final fact. For our final fact, we're heading to Washington, D.C. The Supreme Court has a basketball court on its top floor. Its nickname? The highest court in the land. It's the ultimate dad joke, but for the government. Imagine justices shooting hoops after a day of landmark decisions. It's been there since the 1940s and clerks use it to blow off steam. Behind the marble columns, they're just people who might want to play horse after work. The Supreme Court, where justice and slam dunks meet. The highest court, literally and figuratively. That's a fact that brings me joy. And that's a wrap. My brain feels scrambled and I hope yours does too, in the best way. If you had fun, hit that like button and subscribe to Know More Daily. Help us hit 500 subscribers and grow this awesome community. Don't forget to join our Discord. The link's in the description. Thanks for watching, laughing, and learning with me today. Stay curious, stay awesome, and get ready for even more mind-blowing facts in the next video. Bye, guys!